Hey, hello. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that, so forgive me. Anyway, this is the final part. Uh, as you can see, it's a four-shelf bookcase. This one, and it's predominantly taken up. Stay. Sorry, my tripod was getting a bit unstable then. This is predominantly taken up with DC, but there's a few other companies on there as well, and some are just by authors. So up here is mainly my main, my main, my main. This, oh god, I'm getting punch drunk. I need food. I'm getting really lightheaded. Up here is mostly, well, it is basically omnibuses. So I've got the Jeff Johns volumes 1 and 2, Green Lanterns, Jeff Johns Flash 1 and 2. The reason I've only got like 1 and 2 is because I've got the rest of the collected editions, the rest of the storylines by them. And then Aquaman by Jeff Johns with Aquaman guarding it. Here we've got Hal Jordan. And then we've got my prized possession omnibus, the Fourth World omnibus by Jack Kirby. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And then the Fourth World by John Byrne. Nice, but not gorgeous. Nice, gorgeous, gorgeous, nice. And then we've got New Teen Titans volumes 3, 4 and 5. I am going to get the first one, hopefully for Christmas. And then I need to find the second one because I love, this is my team, 80s New Teen Titans. And they got Dan with Cyborg guarding them. And then Daniel Brownson's Nocturnals. Really nice, oversized omnibus. It's like a library edition. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Let me just dig this out. I honestly do think Dark Horse do the best books. Always really high quality, full of really interesting back matter. And a lot of their books have ribbons. I don't think this one does. But and what is best about Dark Horse hardcovers, really reasonable price. This is a really chunky book, and I think the price, yeah, $29.99 if you're buying it full price. And I got it from Amazon for about £15. And then we move down. So how did I do that? Magic. So we've got protecting them here. The Dark Knight Returns Batman, Dark Knight Returns Joker, Dark Knight Returns Superman. And if I just move Bruce over here, we've got the Swamp Thing box set. I have done an overview of that ages ago. It wasn't one of my finest videos. It was a bit waffly and a bit dry, but there we go, you learn. And then DR and Quinch, which was the 2000 AD Alan Moore strip. Really, really nice. This is the colorized version with great artwork by Alan Davis. Omar from New Mint Condition kept on getting this. He kept pronouncing it incorrectly. He kept calling it the Doctor and Quince, but it's DR and Quinch, and it's based, I think, it's like a tribute to a strip that was on in the National Lampoon magazine. And then there's the Complete Skiz, again by Alan Moore, and gorgeous artwork by Jim Bakey, which is basically what would happen if E.T., instead of landing in America, landed in unemployed Birmingham in the 80s. And it's a very fun read. I highly recommend you find that if you can. And of course there's been a nice deluxe version, but I got this one a while ago, and this is the Ballad of Halo Jones. Fun story, great story, nice, beautiful art by Ian Gibson, but sadly never completed, and most likely never will be. And then From Hell, don't need to show these because they're like his ones that everybody knows. V for Vendetta, Watchmen, the Panini version of Captain Britain Omnibus, which I got because it's cheaper and it's not got as much unnecessary material in, because the American one, I hate how Marvel clump in anything and everything with that character in it, so it means you have to put up with 200 pages of crap content as well, because a lot of stuff from 70s Marvel, especially Captain Britain, was rubbish. And then you got Batman Killing Joke, and then we have Tom Strong, which is a gorgeous compendium. Again, Alan Moore doing retro kind of style superheroes with majority artwork by Chris Sprouse, and then some other writers came on later on. I've done an overview of this before, Zenith. It's a four, I think it's a four, four hardcovers. This is what he did before he moved to DC to do Animal Man. And this was 2000 AD's superhero comic. And I do recommend, if you've never read it, to give it a try. It's a really fun superhero comic. And then we've got Annihilator, which not a lot of people seem to know about. It's a Grant Morrison comic with artwork by Fraser Irving from the legendary comic publisher. And it's very trippy. And Fraser Irving is such a nice artist, but you never hear people talk about that one. And the JLA Omnibus by Grant Morrison, Superman by Grant Morrison, All-Star Superman, Final Crisis, and then one of my favourites, Compendiums, Milestone Compendium 1, collects the original Milestone series from the 90s, and Harley Quinn by artwork by Rala Rosmo, written by Stephanie Phillips. Just move my guys back to where they were. And then down here, let's have a look. How can I do this? Got. And down here, oh, yeah, there. So just move that up. I won't be able to show a lot of this. Hold on. Here we go. So we have Azrael guarding it, got Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, and Lobo is in the corner here, guarding the books. Just move that. So here we've got my Tom King, first of all I've got Dow H for Hero, the hardcover. That's the deluxe edition that was written by China Miéville, reinvented the Hero, Dow H for Hero comic. Now we've got Tom King selections here, so we've got Strange Adventure, Rorschach, Omega Man, Mr. Miracle, and then from there we've got the modern incarnation of Blue Beetle, which is a series I highly recommend to everybody. Wonder Woman, that's the first part of the Becker Cloonan story. And then from Eagle Moss they did a hardback collection of the Great Darkness Saga, one of the finest Legion of Superhero stories. Great artwork by early Keith Giffen artwork. And then we've got the Justice League International. I didn't get the omnibuses. I've got these oversized soft covers because they're a lot cheaper, and I don't like omnibuses very much. And I've got the whole of the deceased books, but I only got the ones which tied into the main storylines. I didn't get like the spin-offs like the Unkillables, etc. And then we've got here what I got this week: Invasion by Keith Giffen, which is my favourite events comic. And then Crush and Lobo. Gorgeous artwork, fun comic, and Crush is a great new character. And then got Black Canary. That was when they reinvented Black Canary, made a bit more like a punk singer. Suicide Squad by John Ostrander and Luke McDonnell, the best version of Suicide Squad. And they've got a selection of Flash ones by Jeff Johns. So these are this one is where the omnibus left off, and same. This one's Wally West Returns. That's the Jeremy Adams one. I'm not keen on Jeremy Adams run on Flash. And then Jeff Johns Flashpoints, and then we've got Ram V, Swamp Thing trilogy, and then Kingdom Come, Gerard Way's Doom Patrol. I will get the other Doom Patrol books eventually because I read them years ago and I love them. And one of my all-time favourite comic series, Saruman Mystery Theatre Compendium 1. Brilliant noirish mystery comic, fantastic, great writing by Matt Wagner and a series of great artists on it. Starman Compendium Volume 1, a selection of Green Lantern books there, World of Green Lanterns, and that is Brightest Day, I think. That's why I didn't get the third volume, because these all carry on from that. And then Far Sector, which is an amazing entry into the Green Lantern universe by N.K. Jemisin, who's one of my favourite novelists. And now we move to the final shelf. So we've got Harley Quinn here, and in the corner we have Batman. So we've got some of the Black Label hardcover collections. Got Hellblazer by Tom Taylor. A lot of people like that. I didn't feel like he got. It's a good enough book, but it wasn't my favourite Hellblazer book. I don't think he got the spirit of John Constantine very well. I don't think he got his voice correct. Suicide Squad get Joker. Okay, really nice art. It was an okay book. Some Black Label of the big prestige format ones what they do. So Andromeda by Ram V. Catwoman, Lonely City. Amazing story. In a way, I wish I'd have waited for the collection, but there we go. And then the Waller versus Wildstorm recent series, really fun read. Superman: The Last Days of Lex Luthor. Who knows when the second issue is coming out? It's going to be a while. Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. That was a fun read. I like Amanda Connor. She's a great artist. Jimmy Palmiotti is a solid writer. And here we've got some of the Batman One Bad Day books. Got the Riddler one and Two-Face. And I'll get the others eventually. And then Catwoman. This is the recent story one with Tina Howard. A lot of people don't like Tina Howard. I like her on Catwoman. I think she's found a voice. It's a fun, light crime caper comic. So I've got the first 2 volumes here, and I've got the rest in comic format. And Poison Ivy, the first part of G. Willow Wilson's run. I'm just sticking to getting that in the collected editions because it's a gorgeous book. Batman and the Joker, Deadly Duo by Mark Silvestri. Not ready yet, but the artwork is beautiful. And then some of the Eagle Moss Batman collections. So I don't think you can get these in America. So this collects the Anarchy storyline, Batman and Son. These cost me like £1 or something ridiculous. And Strange Apparitions, which is the Marshall Rogers one, which is a beautiful book. This was the first Batman story I read in the 70s when it came out in like a small digest version. What DC did, or what they used to do little collections. I know I got a few Legion Superheroes that way, and that's how I got introduced to them. So this for me is one of my all-time favourite Batman stories. And then I got very cheaply, and it's in pristine condition, DC Showcase Batman and the Outsiders. Unfortunately, I don't think they ever did a volume 2. This collects, I think, the first 15 or 20 issues of Batman and the Outsiders. It's got gorgeous Jim Aparo artwork in black and white. And then, of course, the ones that you do need for Batman. Batman Year 1, Batman Dark Knight. Oh, no, ignore me on that one. So Batman Year 1. And then we've got Batman. I've got 3 of the Batman War books here. So I've got Batman Dark Knight Returns, which is so nice in black and white with Klaus Janson inking him. And then Batman Strikes Again, I got in black and white, and I'm so glad I did because the colourised version of that is a travesty. It's awful to say that it did so well on the original first series, but in black and white, it reads more like a Sin City comic. It looks more like the Sin City style of artwork, and it works a lot better in just black and white. The starkness of it really works. And then, because I'm a bit of a completist, I got the Batman Dark Knight Master Race, not read that yet, and then got Batman War, Course of Owls volume by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. This looks his artwork looks so nice in black and white. And again, this one I got really, I think it cost me like £10 from eBay, so pleased with that, about that. Got some more of the Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo run. I just, like, some people say, why don't you get the omnibuses? But have you tried reading an omnibus? It gives you so much armache, or you get a crick in your neck because you have to put it on a table to read it. So I've got Batman hardcover of Death in the Family, and I've got the 0 Year collection. I will get some Tom King Batman soon. I've got a lot of the more modern runs. I've got some of the Batman Murphyverse. And then I've got the James Tynion run of Batman in collected edition, and the Mariko Tamaki, and then I've got the Batman Europa book, and then Detective, and Nightwing first volume. I will get the others eventually. And then I got World's Finest in hardcover. But from this one onwards, after this one, I just went straight to getting the comics. It's just that the first issue, 2 issues were impossible to find in comic format. And to be honest, this is my least favourite of the World's Finest storylines. The rest of the World's Finest I enjoy on the whole, and I'm loving the current storyline. But that one I just found was okay, but with gorgeous artwork. And then finally, I've got Joker, Harley, Criminal, Sansi. I'm not going to pull it out because that's like keeping everything in place. So, let me just get up. Ugh. Can't tell being crunched on the floor. So, that's it. So, my collection, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas where I store my books. My comic collection is quite a lot smaller. I used to, back in the 80s and early 90s, more so in the 80s, I used to get 60 comics a month. And of course in those days you didn't have the same kind of comic storage, so I used to keep all my clothes in a bag and put all my comics in drawers. I don't know if anybody else did that when they were young. So I had drawers just full of comics, and like I said, I used to get about 60 comics a month. I don't know how I afforded it, but I did. Well, comics were cheap then, and like 40 cents, I think, stuff like that. And it went to 75 cents. I was going, oh no, so dear. But yeah, but now my comics, I get a chunk of them on digital, and I've got a huge digital library because I went digital for a good 6 years when my marriage broke up, because just for space. It's only been the past 3 years, if that, so that I've been gone back into getting like physical format books and comics. So my comic collections now, it's split between digital and floppy. And if you want me to do a video on looking at my comic collections, let me know and I will do that. But I just can't be bothered now because I'm exhausted. I'm getting shakes because I need food. And that's it. So I hope that was interesting. But as you can see, there's been a bit of a change, and some things have gone, and I've got quite a bit of new stuff as well. Yeah. I think the one company who I don't get too much stuff as is Marvel. With Marvel it tends to be more of the older stuff that I get because that's my happy spot for Marvel. But I just don't like a lot of new Marvel. So it is predominantly, my stuff is predominantly DC, Image, Boom, and a lot of indie and European stuff. So I must do another update next year. But like I said, if you want me to do what comics I get currently, send me a message in the feedback, and I will do a video looking at what comics I currently get. Okay, bye. Hope you enjoyed it.